Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ojana. Me and my friends will explain about seven presentation skill and tips to leave an impression.
The first explanation, understand your audience. The audience is an concept to drive a presentation. Success lies in knowing this and finding the overlap between their needs and your call to action more on the audience. In an interview, that means being able to articulate the overlap between the job and your qualification by understanding your audience. Go beyond researching to company by also researching the people who will interview you. Look them up on LinkedIn, check out their Twitter feed, see what they are talking about online. Try to guess what kind of question they might ask and prepare us. Remember that you're an interviewing with people who want to make sure that they the right person in the front door. Impress them and engage with them by tailoring your storyline and the story yourself to them and what they care about. Next, to tell the story of you. An effective presentation start with thinking about overall structure and setting the storyline to guide the audience towards your goal. In an interview, your interview are your audience. Sit down and think about your past work experience, passion, and interest. How have the brought your toward you are now find common elements that run through your personality and personality, nothing say, milestone and trouble experience. The all that together to create a consistent storyline that constant the dot between your past and future with your new company. You now have a storyline that tells why you're the ideal candidate. The next will be explained by
Okay. Number three, create a call to action. We end presentation with a call to action or CTA. Is what we want our audition to think, feel, or do after the last PowerPoint slide. Your CTA in a job interview boils down to hire me, but you must explain why and tie it back to your storyline. Uh, Create your CTA as an elevator pitch about you. Summarize your storyline in 30 seconds or less to show why they should hire you. Just a presenter should always control the narrative and make their CTA the last thing the audience hears. And your interview with your CTA. Number four, use storytelling to make your resume come to life. During an interview, you will be asked to give example of your past work experience. This is where storytelling makes all the difference. We naturally respond to story. We feel more empathy for the storyteller, feel more trust in them, and remember stories better than word or image. We show more authenticity when telling personal stories, which make us more believable and trustworthy. Impactful presenters tell story as do successful job candidates. Turn success you have noted on your resume or in the story of you into short three act stories. Set up the situation, define the problem, and show a happy ending where the main character of the story you overcome challenge. Prepare a story of failure and what you learn. In case you get asked the dreaded tell us about the time you failed interview question. Make those bullet points on your resume come alive through storytelling. And then next Aji.
Okay, number five, rehearse your interview. Effective presentations have been well rehearsed, and and the same goes for interview. Get a friend for a colleague to run a mock interview by asking you common interview question and one that you're like likely to be asked based on your audience. Practice what you'll say so you make any mistake when you rehearse, not during the interview. Practice introducing yourself, storytelling, and delivering your CTA. All of all of that will reduce and nervousness, make you look confident and prepared, and so get you ready for the big day. Next, point six. Watch your body language. Now you've made it to the interview, which begin to the moment the interview lay eye on you. Even before you open your mouth, they are sizing you up by your posture, eye contact, and overall demeanor. Interviewer may make up their mind about candidate within as little as 7 seconds of meeting them. In a presentation, the audience also judge you before you begin speaking or have shown the first PowerPoint slide. In both situations, you must control your body language so that what your audience see is confidence, poise, and positivity. When first meeting your interviewers, stand up straight, throw your shoulder back, and approach them with a smile and warm greeting. Look confident and make that critical first impression. Continue to show good posture when you are during interview. Keep your hand on the table, and if you're anxious, clasp them together. Avoid and nervous shakes or touching. Your face a common sign of nervousness. Make eye contact, nod, and lean forward when interviewers say something interesting, so you are engaged. Watch the body language of your interview. Are they showing interest or a lack in what you are saying? Adjust adjust your performance based on the signal they give up. Next, point seven: control your voice. Presenter and public speaker need to have clear, strong, confident voice, and so do you when facing your interviewers. Drink water before the interview because your voice may dry out from speaking or from nervous. Your interview uh, don't want to hear your croaking your way through the interview. What's your speaking speed? You want your interview to be able to understand your answer to their question and have time to make a note, so make sure to pause periodically. Vary your speaking vary your speaking speed, tone, and pitch to emphasize keywords like number or data that show past success. Presentation are dreaded almost as much as job interview, but excelling at both necessary for professional success. By seeing to the by seeing the connection between the two, you can approach your next presentation with more enthusiasm. By doing more presentation and then and by then getting better and at presentation skill, you can approach your next interview with more confidence and extra edge over the competition. Next, thank you.
Thank you for your attention. Sorry if there are mistakes. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.